Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Defect time. Possibly my least consistently good character. I think maybe one of the hardest characters. We're gonna give it a shot here. Now, let me think. Random rare. There's a lot of good rare cards in the defects deck. You know, I obviously love Electrodynamics and Echo Form, Seek, Bias Cognition, Core Surge, a lot of rares that you just want to have as many of as you can possibly get. So there's a lot of value in here. But then there's also a lot of trash, like Machine Learning, which I don't really care for. Random Relic, you never know what you're gonna get. 7 max HP to transform does take us down to 64 out of 64, but then we could maybe get rid of like a strike and a defend early and maybe get some good stuff. I think that maybe the transformation is the best thing. 7 max HP is a lot, but if you can get good cards early, they'll save you more than 7 HP over the course of a run. And also random starting relic. I think the last time we did this, we got Runic Dome and we won. But let's go for the random transformation and hope that we get a little bit lucky here. Sweeping Beam and a Scrape. I would say that we probably failed to get worthy cards. What we got is not bad, but I think we failed to get cards of particularly significant value. I'm also trying to look at the path here. Gotta be honest, I really like this because it's an elite rest, so we can get a lot of upgrades and then later question marks. So let's go this path. We're gonna have to hit a couple of question marks going up to the first elite, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So yeah, I feel like we probably didn't get what we wanted to get out of that transformation. Still better than a strike defend, but not by much. Well, you're not wrong. But I still think that, like, Scrape is probably just... I think Scrape is removable quality. Because if you scrape past... Unless you're running a zero-cost deck, if you scrape past something good and important, you're gonna have to shuffle in order to draw it again. And you might just scrape through it again. I think Scrape is actually, like, probably one of the worst cards that you can add when you have other cards that you need to play. You gotta take Melter. There's so many enemies that it counters. Remove, transform, or upgrade. 14 damage. Sweeping Beam is pretty okay, but that dual cast upgrade is nice. You know, what if we transform another strike? We get an overclock. Oh, I think that's pretty much a whiff on that one too. Okay, I think this is also like an absurd whiff. I think we're probably gonna die on like the second elite fight at this point. We're not really getting what we want to get out of these options, are we? I mean, if we can make the deck only Melter, that's pretty decent. I'm gonna take a Ball Lightning. Restart? I'm not gonna restart yet, but I am very tempted to restart. By the way, goodbye Melter. Again, part of the problem with Melter to begin with. We'll just defend. No reason to play Overclock. Overclock also, like, when I think of cards that let you draw, I like to think of Shrug It Off, Backflip, Prepared, Battle Trance. Overclock, yeah. Giving you burns added to your deck, I think just makes it almost unworkable. Potion of Capacity is like one of the worst things that we could pick up at this point because it's kind of useless. You know, maybe if we can shuffle back around, we can get back to Consume. No, I think we just gotta go on him now. We might even overclock just to get some more draw here. I think that the Potion of Capacity is almost hot trash. I'm just gonna play it. And you know what? There is a reason to draw. It's to get back to the defense. Yeah, that's okay. Because all we have to do now is just block and we'll win. So let's try to take as little damage as possible. This is not how I thought it would go down. All right. Hey, we gotta defend. You know, I might have been able to actually kill him had I just attacked, but whatever, he's dead anyways. And to be honest with you, because of the position that we're in, ooh, okay, hold up. Dead branch. We have nothing that exhausts, so dead branch is essentially worthless. I think Streamline is trash. I think with Consume, Barrage is trash. I think Sweeping Beam is trash. I think I'm gonna skip. You know? 2 elites? Let's fight 2 elites. If we think our deck is trash, why don't we try to make something happen, right? Let's try to go for the high value play. Okay, so we're frail, that sucks, but I mean, I guess you... No, hold on. If we become vulnerable, we're gonna take 15 damage. We can only block for 6. We're gonna take 9 damage basically regardless. If we consume, it's 2 energy. We'd have to play the energy potion to get out of it. We could do 6 damage passively per, no, 5 per orb, which is 10. Ugh. I'm like, what the hell do you play? Okay, let me think. Because even if we had 4 energy, we can't kill them all. If we melt, strike, you have 6 HP. We're gonna kill 1, and we're either gonna take 15 damage or 9 damage. Actually, we're only gonna take 15 damage or 6 damage. You know what? No. It was a 50-50 chance and we rolled poorly. We have a consume. I don't think we need a defrag. I think we need like a cold snap even, because if we're gonna be fighting some elites, we're gonna need some upgrades regarding frost. So we have only overclock that Scrape can hit. If we upgrade dual cast it, we can at least hit that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that we just wanna go for like... Dude, you know what, I'm just gonna rest. And this is the problem with me playing the defect, I just don't know what to do. Sure. It gives me something to do. It takes the decision away from myself and it puts it in the game's hands. It says, okay, well, you know, at least we can just, you know, lift every camp. But as the defect in particular, sometimes I just don't know what to do. Like, should I upgrade a ball lightning to do 3 more damage? Should I do anything? I don't know. Like there's, in a deck like what we constructed, there's no obvious upgrade target for me, except for like a zap or a dual cast, but knowing we were probably gonna be fighting a Gremlin Knob at some point, I didn't really think it was worth even the consideration. It wasn't that important. There is no free elite, so we'll probably just get max HP. Now let's think about this. let's stop going the super rough path. Let's just do combats, upgrade to elites, and then hope that we can build the best deck possible. Try to figure out how to construct an appropriately winnable defect deck here. What a deck. So we can do 16, 19, plus 12. We can do 31. You have 31? Lucky. All right, go consume again. At least it's a good early upgrade target. If we go here, we could go to a shop with 75 extra gold, have like 200 gold hitting up a shop. Sure. It's more regular combat as opposed to question marks too, which is usually a good thing. That's very lucky. This not so much. Dude, just purge every strike out of the defects deck. Please. I don't want strikes anymore. Every time I draw a strike, I kind of just die a little bit inside. Fusion Turbo Stack. In my defect runs, I tend to always want at least one turbo. So I will add one in, but those are pretty bad card choices. We need offense. That's pretty much the only thing you need early. So to not draw that offense is highly unfortunate. So we only have to hit you for 10. Sunder! Oh my god, how long has it been? Bronze Scales, Vira, or Toolbox. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, we're gonna take Bronze Scales. I know there's an FTL, a Rip and Tear, and a Panacea, but here's my reasoning. We can build a Frost deck and still kill the heart with Bronze Scales. And I will also buy a Leap. So we definitely just want now heavy Frost, and the heart is at least killable. I'd rather just have the orb out there. By the way, I have 0 gold, so like, I don't know what you intend to steal from me. We're gonna take 6 damage. And we're gonna have to fight an elite. We could rest after if we need to. Glacier, perfect. And you love to see this fight, basically. This is perfect for us. This does 32. Please hit him. Let's go! Extreme Pogs. We're still gonna take a little bit of damage, but you want the consume. You want to strike. I think you might as well turbo because you're probably not gonna see that turbo again. And we are in a just wonderful position right now. We have the passive damage to easily kill the sentries. This makes me want to upgrade as opposed to rest here. I don't know what we would upgrade though, maybe a dual cast? This is one of those situations where really what I want is healing. I want some sort of passive healing so I can actually focus on upgrading. You know, on the last run when we were playing as a Silent, we had the Eternal Feather. Oh, that's bad. We do not have anything like that here. Virus, start with Dark. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Mighty Odin, welcome. At least chat acknowledges my presence. You want acknowledgement? You gotta earn it. Now Chill, you know, to fill out Frost is nice, but on a lot of fights, this is like 1 Frost. So I don't think it's particularly great. I do kind of like a recycle, but I don't want to add in skills. We've only added in 1 attack, so let's cool it for now, because we got to fight some elites coming up. Another dead branch. Geez, I don't even know how good that is in the defect deck, but I'll take it. I'll upgrade dual cast. Yeah. Good face, bad face. Neutral face. By the way, caca. 9-5. You know, no reason to use a potion. I was gonna use a potion, but no reason to. And we got a charge battery out of our curse, which is beautiful. I can't kill you, so we will block. Best face, you call this neutral? Best face. I don't know if I would call it best face. If we can dual cast this, you're dead. You're dead, buddy, you're dead. That ended up being a very good fight for us. Blessing of the Forge. Blessing of the Forge. If we fight Gremlin Knob to upgrade strikes, it's actually pretty decent, so you know what, let's dump the dex. Because if we have defense, this will make the defense better. At the very least, it might, we can use, this one is a little bit more situational. We can use it for offense or defense. Speaking of, I think I'm just gonna pop it right here. We only take 1 damage, but I don't really, I think you're dead. Don't really want to take any more. Self-repair is so, these are all so good. Why? Early card choice, it's like, do you want a turbo, a double energy, or recycle? And then here it's like, hey, do you want a extremely important heal card for the defect, an extremely important power card for the defect, or an extremely important effectively selected draw card for the defect? Why do you gotta do this to me, game? Take that self-repair though. Oh my god, we're dead. And it gave me a charge battery too. Okay, hold up. 32. Takes you to 27. And if we use a potion, a Glacier dual cast probably kills you. In fact, it will kill you, because it'll do 26 damage just by playing the Glacier, and then we can also dual cast this for free. So if we didn't have the potion, we would be dead. We were almost dead because of that first turn draw that was horrendous. I will take a rainbow. Our deck is a little expensive. This is a run in which we would like to have Snecko. If we want Snecko. We have expensive cards and a turbo to boot. I'm gonna upgrade that self-repair first. So this one's interesting. The Sunder is good damage, but we get more for the consume. Dig for Snecko. If I could, I would. If I could. So Glacier is 7 plus 8 block, 15 blocks. So that's enough on its own, but we'll lose all of our Dark Orbs. We've got a Zap and a Ball Lightning, so we should get some offense in the future. I don't want to play Rainbow right now, because I want the defense on this turn. And we have Thorns, which is pretty nice against Hexaghost, so we have options. We only have 2 cards right now that give us Frost though, but it's not that big of a deal, I wanna say. Did I actually think the Ball Lightning is a little bit better here? Because we also get the strike out of it, the passive value of the orb. Lose a focus, gain a strength and a dex. God, I hate that card. I think this is a rainbow now. With a recursion? We got a lot of defense coming up. I actually kind of like the strike. Take 2 damage. He's only half dead and he's buffing on this turn, so we kind of have to go a little bit faster. We really want a dual cast, which is not showing up yet, to handle the Dark Orb, but we're not going to get one. I think that's enough block. Let's get the zap out there. I don't know if we're going to kill him before he goes around. If he goes around, we're going to have to put up 30 blocks, so I'm a little scared. This is a pretty bad turn. That being said, the Consume still does give us more block, but it's not passive, it's just more per orb. I think we just do that, unfortunately. 36 damage. We did not draw a Glacier. Can we survive? Yeah, but it's not great. I think it is worth getting the Sunder out there. We're gonna live, barely. But hey, we have self-repair out there now, doing 10 heal. Oh, baby, we are dead. Oh, we're not dead. I forgot about the thorns. Biased Cognition, Creative, Machine Learning. Biased is really good for the floor fights. We might be able to make it playable for like the heart fight and boss fights. Creative is a little expensive and slow. We'll take the Biased. And I gotta admit, there's something about a Runic Pyramid. Hold on to Biased, hold on to Turbo, hold on to Sunder, hold on to Dual Cast. I think you gotta take it. It's such a powerful relic. Transform and upgrade, it would just be like 3 strikes, but I think this solves all draw problem for us, and now things like Turbo are even more valuable for us to get the extra energy when we might otherwise want it. Am I still scared? Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. But we're gonna try. So we have self-repair, which means we have healing. I'd rather fight as little as possible moving up. There is a rest between these 2 elites. If we go this path, it's just question marks between the elites. But I kind of like it. We won't be able to upgrade anything though. What needs upgrading? Rainbow, Consume, Turbo, Zap, Glacier, Sunder, Rainbow. Oh, Biased Cognition, Rainbow, Rainbow. So we have things that need upgrading. But this is just a ton of combat if you're going up to fight an elite to upgrade in between these elite fights, and there's not a lot of question marks. I'd rather get question marks in Act 2. One, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 versus 5. You know what? We'll go this path. Lots of combat. Now, I love having thorns here. Thank God for the thorns. By the way, Kaka. We hold on to the strike and the turbo. We can knock down a bird just with strikes if we need to. Or we could just kill one, which is honestly really good. Gets us our energy back. Then we can... Well, we only have a defend in hand, so we're just gonna accept the fact that we're gonna take damage. 16. If both dual casts hit you, I can kill you. It's highly unlikely. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think we'll just knock a bird down. Or, you know what? You're gonna hit for 6 times, 3 damage apiece. That's 18 damage. If I hit you, you'll die as you hit me, which means that we might be able to absorb some of those hot shots. So let me play the dual cast, see what it hits. It's not what I wanted. But actually, I still like this, weirdly enough. I'm gonna hit you, defend, strike. You're only gonna hit me like 4 times now. We only took 3 damage, and then these guys are almost dead themselves. Yeah, that went fine. We actually healed more out of the fight, I think. An upgraded Glacier is kind of what we want. An auto shield is good too, but I really love having orb generators. Upgrade all strikes and defends. I think you just take this option. It's 8 cards upgraded now. And honestly, especially things like defends, they're just good. They're just good blocks. This, not a very good turn. 2 leaps. Well, we are very defensive, which I guess is good. We're gonna take 4 damage. You're now killable with a Sunder, though. Like, once we draw Sunder, we can actually punch through these enemies, but getting to that point's a little bit tough. So a Zap dual cast does get a kill. And we can still play Glacier. And then we can still play Defend, taking no damage, get that self-repair out there. I like the deck now, and it's mostly just because of Runic Pyramid. I like Runic Pyramid. Fusion Beam Cell Chaos. I like a Beam Cell to hit Sunder. Fusion's too expensive. I'd prefer turbos and holograms. Chaos is too chaotic. But to be able to kill with a Sunder is beautiful. Are you attacking? You're not attacking. I wish you were attacking. This is a tough one. Man, if only you were attacking. We're still getting a lot of draws where we just get strikes and defends in our deck, unfortunately. We're not getting any of the combo pieces that we have. Any of the good cards. At least they were upgraded. I hate to do it, but I think I'm just gonna smack you twice. It's not really worth it to hit the bird. The other option was Glacier to push the Dark Orb to the front so that it could get dual casted, but I'm okay with this. We have 18 block. You're gonna hit 4 times. I think we do play 1 more defend. I mean, we have plenty of defense in hand now. You're hitting for 18. I mean, a Ball Lightning and a Zap. Ball Lightning, Zap, defend gets us there. If we could upgrade that Zap, I'd be very happy. Now, hopefully you don't attack while we're still vulnerable. Thank you for not attacking while we are still vulnerable. Strike, plus the lightning means we can probably self-repair next turn. Just don't overkill you. Stab self-repair now. Yeah, a rainbow will kill you. We've got a good run. We healed a full on this floor. So honestly, a coffee dripper would be beautiful if we could grab it. I also really like a charge battery for the extra energy on a future turn and the block now. We sometimes do have expensive cards that we want to play. Kaka, by the way. This is not a very good turn, but we can still put up a decent amount of block. We take 5, but we got a self-repair. So save the beam cell. That's a very good kill with Sunder. Glacier will cause the Dark Orb to hit the Fungi Beast. Rainbow as well. We're frail. And I think we want the Glacier. We want the orbs. We'll evoke 2 of them. I never realized it told you how much would get evoked. They kind of blink a little bit and this turns into a 5 on the frost. It says, hey, you're gonna evoke this. It's real nice. So we'll get 5 plus 5, 10 plus 6, 16 block. Yeah, I mean, I think you just put up block. You just wait. Now, admittedly, a bias cognition is kind of tempting. But you know what's also tempting? Beam Cell Sunder on you. 32? That'll do 48 damage? Not enough to kill you, and we'll take damage in the process, but I don't really want to kill the fungi beast. Although if we do that, the bias cognition gives us enough block, and then we can maybe start to work you down, but it's gonna have to be real fast. You're gonna die as soon as you strike me anyways. I'd rather do it on a turn in which I am unlikely to take the damage. Because like, what happens if I beam cell you? We're gonna take 20. Can we get over enough block? Not really. Maybe if we play biased. 4? So it'll give us 6, that's 18 block on its own. Could then play like a rainbow to get the orbs out there, maybe hit you with some lightning in the future turn, turbo into sun. I still think you turbo sunder now, or rather beam cell sunder now. Beam cell sunder, bias cognition. It's a little early to do it, but I love the fact that this just does so much damage to you. You're gonna take damage off of the thorns. All we gotta do is just put up enough block until the fungi beast murders himself on us, and then you'll die. We don't need to consume now, we can consume later. I like a rainbow, and I like a turbo. I like recursion too. We are gonna play turbo. Are we? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. Then let's... That's fine. Get that self-repair out there. Because I think with strikes and 1 evocation, you're dead. Actually, you're probably just dead now. That went pretty well. We had to think about it for a minute. I don't think we need another ball lightning. When we upgrade rainbow, that'll just cycle through the deck, and we've got a sunder for burst damage too. Yeah. I'll admit that Melter's pretty tempting. For anything that has armor, being able to purge the armor is pretty decent. What elites are we fighting now? We're gonna fight Book of Stabbing, or Slavers, or Gremlin Man. I'm gonna take a Melter. I think just 1 is fine, especially if we have an armor gremlin. We can kill him with the Melter now. 3 energy. I mean, it's 2 strikes to kill you anyways. I think we save the Melter. Because you're gonna get armor and I can play this on you. Hopefully you don't attack. You're attacking, all right, you know, let's save the Melter then. Let's just block. We got a bias cognition, huh? We have 2 bias cognitions. I mean, to be honest with you, it's very tempting to just play 2 bias cognitions, wait for the Dark Orb, and then dual cast it, but that's gonna... He's gonna summon minions, and then the Dark Orb is gonna hit the minions, so... I kinda feel like not playing those. But it's a lot of focus, but we need lightning out there. It's super early in the fight, but you know what? Screw it. I'm in. Just 28 damage. That's an absurd overkill, but it's got to be done. We do have a dual cast coming up, but he's gonna be hitting next turn. I think we do this. As bad as this sounds. Or do we? If I can draw cards next turn, we can get to a Sunder, which gives us energy back. A dual cast gets a kill and then does 28, which is actually gonna be 37 damage to the Gremlin leader. And then we can also put up a Glacier to get more block, and then next turn play a Rainbow. So maybe we do actually just like, oh, but you're gonna make me weak. You know what? Don't do that. I think this is the wrong play, but I'm doing it anyways, because I don't know any better. Okay, this is actually very good, because this is permanent focus now. That may have just saved me, honestly. That's a good get. That's a very good get. So save the dual cast. I think because of that core surge, we're actually in the clear now. Just dump the defend. We gotta get more cards out there. And now this Dark Orb, if we get it to the front, oh, it's gonna go places. Even if we dual cast it here, I'm fine with that. I mean, this is a bit awkward. But you know what? It actually does work. We gotta play Turbo though. But you're still taking a lot of damage. We still have positive focus, barely. We killed him. I didn't expect that, but it worked. We're not exactly going claw, are we? We're going clearly orbs. I think a loop is okay to get a free activation of your frontmost orb slot. It's a good upgrade target as well. So I think we'll just go and upgrade it, honestly. Or we could dig, or we could get like a rainbow to start cycling around, beam cell lasting a little bit longer, bias cognition giving you more focus. There's a lot of good upgrade targets. Screw it, dig. Meal ticket, all right, that's kind of not good. Every fight is like, okay, how do I live? How do I do this in such a way that I live? We should have upgraded. We should have upgraded. This is an okay turn for this. I want to get one of you to 32 HP. That way a Sunder is a kill, and then we only have one cultist to deal with. You know what? Screw you, buddy. I love the death caw. Oh, you seem so sad. You also seem so dead. So that didn't go that badly, surprisingly. I like a recursion, especially if we have a Dark Orb at the front. Recursion's really nice, especially upgraded. I kind of like the beam cell as well, but we're only really using it for the Sunder anyways. But recursion, if upgraded, considering we only have 3 energy, I think is pretty good. Bottled Flame, put an attack in your hand. I'm okay putting a Sunder in my hand, honestly. We don't have like a Core Surge. Just one good card. Now, if these were upgraded, I might take them, but because they're not upgraded, I'm not gonna lose half my HP. Nine plus 9, 18. We can do 50 damage. You know, killing you is still fine. Actually, with the ball lightning, I'll do it. You know what? I could not have killed you. We only do 50 damage, so this will do 48 damage. We're still gonna take damage fighting these elites because we drew no blocks on turn 1, but that's still fine. We're not gonna be able to attack next turn. Oh well. Oh, we should have played Rainbow first, yeah. Could have gotten a stack out of it. At least we have good blocks for this turn. Just wait. We're okay. You still got the bias. You can play it whenever you want. Probably now. I mean, I'm looking at this. You got 1 HP. And we're gonna heal for 10. Oh, you're dead. Gambling chip is really good. Dude, I love a creative, but with Runic Pyramid, it's extremely dangerous if you don't have the energy for it. So I don't think it's necessarily playable unless you have an open turn for it. And it's only 1 card. I'm gonna take it just because I want the options. I did get a heal. I like a capacitor. I like a panacea. I like a doom and gloom. I like a lot of this, honestly. If we have panacea, we can just wait for bias cognition. What do we not need in the deck? Honestly, the zap can probably go right now. I think an AoE plus another Dark Enabler's okay. And I think Barrage could also be pretty decent for us, but I'm gonna take Doom and Gloom. And you wanna know why? I'm taking it because of the Reptomancer. It's a good anti-Reptomancer card. Coral. So an upgrade is either creative, panacea, capacitor, loop, biased, rainbow, or turbo, or consume. We have a lot of cards to upgrade. I don't know if we can dig forever and ever and ever. The digs are good, but I think we just need to upgrade, and the extra focus is nice. Extra energy off of creative is also really good. As is making sure rainbow can come back around. Let's upgrade the bias cognition. Snecko, you suck. But I might be able, this is actually a good turn. We don't need capacitor. I was gonna say I might be able to panacea, but we're not gonna worry about that. Instead, I'd like to wait for beam cell, but it might be an expensive beam cell. Dual cast we can play next turn just to make sure we do the damage now. So do you self-repair ball lightning? Feels like a bit of a weak turn, but I think it is good. I mean, this is a pretty good turn, honestly. We get a freaking early consume, which now means the dual cast does more damage. We have the energy to play a rainbow. The defend means we take none. And then, might as well play the streamline because it does more damage. And as soon as we draw a beam cell, you're dead. This is a weirdly okay fight. This is a weirdly okay run. You know what I mean? Like, you ever have a run like that where it's like, this is strangely working? Well, this run right now is strangely working. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can only get to 6 energy. We probably don't need to play Panacea. We're just waiting to evoke this. So a biased Doom and Gloom almost gets us enough block, but I can't quite get as much block as I would need. But it doesn't matter if we take a little bit of damage. We're okay with that. So give me the biased. Give me the doom and gloom. Oh no, we take 3, who cares? And then, turbo, strike, melter. I mean, literally, we just have to evoke any of these and we're still healing to full. So, there you go. Sunder, turbo. I think we need a turbo. We need to be able to get more energy on appropriate turns. I like that get there. And I think we do want Rainbow to start cycling around now. Though admittedly, a creative to be cheaper is also good. You know, let's you don't always want to play creative with Runic Pyramid because you're gonna get cards stuck in your hand. But I still like it. It's weird, but I think we just end turn. We should probably use a potion. I'm gonna use a ritual potion just to make sure we stay ahead of this guy. But like, let's say we play creative AI, right? Let's say we get a buffer against this guy. That's a good get, willing to, you know, I'm willing to put that card in my hand and keep it there. That's good. So a Doom and Gloom dual cast will do 28 damage to one enemy plus 4 plus 22. What's 28 plus 22 plus 4? 26 plus 28. Is that 50? That's 54, right? So we can probably kill one of you. We don't really have too much defense. Well, we have literally 2, a defend and a charge battery. I kind of like this turn. We could also use the explosive potion, maybe save energy for like a single charge battery. It all depends on where the lightning lands. So let's see. 49, you know what? Let's just do it like this. Let's try to save a little bit of our own effort here. Now, what are you gonna steal? You're gonna steal either Rainbow or Bias Cognition. Please steal the Rainbow. We can still get it back, it's just gonna take a minute. All right, we got it back. Actually, that was rather quick. And is not the right time for a creative, not without the turbos in hand. So why don't we just play a... I gotta admit, just getting the Frost out there is probably worth something. If we draw Panacea, we can immediately get our Bias Cognition out there, which is perfect. And this is still going quite well. A free boot sequence is kind of crazy. Genetic, not so much. We'll probably play creative on the next turn because we have the energy to do it now. And we are, I mean, we're far ahead of the Bronze Automaton here. Automaton, dun 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 bum, automaton, dun 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 dun, automaton. Not what I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna get 1 power, and that's the only card. But we're ahead of him. Like 58 damage is not really that much. We could even reprogram to get a little bit of extra stats if we really wanted to, but I don't think we need to. I think we're just going to... I think we should play a lot of cards. So play the good turbo. Leap, loop, recursion, melter, ball lightning, strike. We're gonna take 19 damage, which is not really much at all. Okay, we got some garbage, but it's fine. You expect some garbage. But hey, honestly, 2 loops is pretty good. And hey, there's the buffer I was talking about. We're currently taking 4 damage. Get that void out of here. Turned into a doom and gloom. Heat sinks is not exactly what I'm looking for. You've got too much artifact. Okay, we have a severely defensive turn coming up. Never mind, you're dead. A dark orb in the front with loop is so good. We need electrodynamics. Like, I know I just took it, but like, you gotta take it. And then to be honest with you, Coffee Dripper we can take. We need the extra energy and we have healing. So we now have a 4 energy base for our deck. And we have to fight this elite. So I gotta be honest with you, I love the path. Not the shop, but I love rest, elite, rest, elite. We only fight 2, that's fine. I don't want to go to the early shop. We only have 120 gold. We might as well wait till Act 4. We also have meal ticket, so if we do go to a shop, we'll heal, but we don't need to heal right now. Okay. This is interesting. This is good. Sunder's already a kill, and we don't need Beam Cell for it, so we can dump Beam Cell. With the extra energy, we're gonna play a Glacier, which means we take no damage. Just trying to see what we do. The answer is essentially nothing. We just stall. I mean, these guys are dead. They're not gonna get one over on us. They can't. What I like about not having lightning right now is that we can stall for as long as we need to. We can wait for self-repair to come back around. And as long as we have frost, they're not doing anything to us. So I'm actually gonna recursion just to get that out, and then end turn. White noise. Very tempting. I don't think it can do anything though, so I'm just gonna, yeah, just like wait now. There you go. Gambler's Brew, very good. Hologram to bring back a turbo is incredible. 94. We got the beam cell. We just need block now. I mean, if it was the upgraded turbo, we could actually hit you twice, but we can't. But we can bring back a beam cell, I guess. I'm okay taking a slight bit of damage because we know that we can heal out of this. Take 6. Not very good draw. All for one will bring back a beam cell. Consume. Doesn't help. You know? I think we just got very bad draw. Hey, good draw. Much better. Lightning, frost, dark. Like, how can we... I don't think we can get extra frost, but a biased rainbow is still okay. Actually, you're already dead. I was kind of hoping that we could get the heal out of it, but whatever, he's dead. Go for the eyes is really nice. Wasn't that lethal? We didn't have lethal because I don't think we were doing enough damage. Although, then again, I kind of just, I don't know, maybe I had lethal. I make mistakes sometimes. If we had lethal, I just didn't see it. I like a go for the eyes. It's gonna be almost impossible to weaken the heart after turn 4, but up to that point, 1 week is okay. 1 week card. Again, we can just save it if we don't want to play it. Like right now, for instance, why not save it? You're doing 30 damage, huh? Glad I have a go for the eyes. Although I don't know what else we can do on this turn. We can consume Rainbow, charge battery, and then I guess heat sinks. We're gonna take some damage though. Echo form into a self-repair is kind of what I'm looking for here. So play the echo form. Now we can heal for 20. And then honestly, give me a loop. Recursion, now we take none. Yeah, Sunder's bottled, which is honestly good, and I like it. So there's our heal. We don't really need a machine learning. Do we have a turbo? We do. I kind of need that turbo back, so I think I'm just gonna hologram it back on this turn. And then I will just smack you a couple times. We can now turbo into a ton of energy if we want it. Although a double glacier is probably okay. We need to upgrade Panacea. Oh, yo, scrape into turbo is actually a pretty good draw. We need to upgrade Panacea because we're getting bias cognitions off of other cards at times, so we kind of need to be able to get that out there. Like if creative gives us biased, if exhausting gives us biased, we need to be able to play it. We need to be able to play it. We need to be able to play it. Although we can double it now that we have echo form, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 20 block. You know what? There you go. So save Panacea. We'll double it next turn. This is a weirdly long fight for us, but I think it's okay. Might not be our perfect style of fight, but it'll get the job done eventually. I mean, the fact that we can scale like this is a good sign. All right, this is gonna be funny. Okay, we have 12 energy. There's the other bias cognition, which we can play for free with no downsides. My hand is full, by the way. 51 block. I mean, you're dead because we have just an insane amount of lightning out there. Good. You're not dead. Now you're dead. And we healed the full. Barrage, stack, compile. You know, I kind of like stack because you can just hold it until you have like 20 cards in your discard pile and then pop it. Though early, it's not what you're looking for, and you would like to have a little bit more quick scaling. We need to dump the strikes out of the deck so we can get to Panacea, bias cognition. I think we'll skip this. Once we get Frost, we don't need stack, so why would you hold this card in your hand forever? Good point, brain. That's literally what I asked for, so thank you. We are not gonna go immediately to the boss fight. We are going to continue, I think, to upgrade. We don't need to upgrade Electro. Rainbow is still good. I still think Panacea is pretty good because if we get a second biased, we can play it. Nemesis is probably our ideal fight, to be honest with you. I'm even gonna dump Sunder. We don't need it. At least right now, I just want blocks. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get many, but we can still maybe double a self-repair if we stall long enough. And this feels like the perfect stall fight because Nemesis has a maximum damage it can ever do. It's 45 plus burns. So once we get to like 55 block, we can stall for an infinity number of turns, as long as there's no lightning out there. So we gotta be careful about that. But one Panacea is enough. All right, fine. You sold me. We immediately got the doubled self-repair, which is kind of crazy. So there you go. And then here. Called it lol. Yeah, I only dug up one relic. It was a meal ticket, which is not bad, but So I know we could double up on a biased. We have no frost. So I think, I mean, we still have enough defense. Is it worth doubling up on a bias or doubling up on a leap and playing this next turn? I think it's worth doubling up on a block so we can have blocks in hand. And then here, give me a Electro. We can double up on a bias when he's not attacking. Or when we have like a Glacier in hand that can give us the block that we need, and this will work. I mean, this is kind of just exactly what we're looking for. That void is tomorrow's Abe's problem. I mean, this is exactly what we're looking for now. This is how we want to run the deck. 14, 14, 14, 14. We already have enough block. So wait for you not to be intangible. Smack ya. He's dead. Perfect. I wish I could just delete this from the whole game. This is probably one of the worst relics in the whole game. We don't need Tempests. We don't need Sweep. We don't need Stack. We're gonna continue to, I think, upgrade. Consume is good, but with Biased, we actually don't really need the focus gain. And Rainbow hasn't really been a big problem. We tend to generate enough orbs, I think, without Rainbow. So I'm actually tempted to just get a dig. Excuse me, Smiling Mask. Hey, you know what? Cheaper card removal, it is what it is. Horn Cleat we can't take because we have to take the key. Correct. Horn Cleat's good, but hopefully our turn, by that point in turn 2, we're actually in the clear. So Sunder is what we want. I actually think we probably keep Hologram and Turbo because we can actually kill both of the daggers on this turn, so we'll dump these. This is okay. We'll save the defend and play everything else. So that's a kill. That's a kill. Sure. We're hoping to get some more blocks in case you attack, and you're attacking. We have the energy to play everything. It seems like a funny order, but it's not. Kill you first, then dual cast. Didn't hit the dagger, which was unfortunate, but we will still, I think, turbo to make sure we get these out there. We're gonna take a little hit. It's the Burning Elite fight, though. We kind of expect to take some damage at this point. Hopefully not this much damage, but unfortunately there's not a lot we can do about it. Gonna take another 25. And you're still attacking, and I actually think I'm dead, and this is highly annoying. We just drew none of our glaciers, or go for the eyes, or bias cognitions early enough. Are we actually dead? I think we're actually dead. Rectomancer just decided to attack 3 turns in a row. That's frustrating. I can't put up enough block. Admittedly, like, I have a lot of not block in the deck, but I also have a lot of good block enablers in the deck. We just didn't draw any of them. Both glaciers are still in the draw pile. Okay, hold on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 energy in hand. We're not gonna play creative, so I think you consume, leap, rainbow. Cold snap. I got 1 HP. All right. Can't say I'm particularly happy to have 1 HP. Look, I wish there was a way I could stall. Is there a way I could stall? Hold up. We gotta try to get that heal card out there. Holy crap. I don't really want to fight 2 fights with 1 HP. We have to get the key piece too. Oh my god, Reptomancer every freaking time. Glacier is... We can kill a dagger just by playing 2 glaciers. And we can weaken you. 28 damage. I mean, a glacier is almost 30 block on its own. I think if we just double glacier, we can stall. The thing is, I can always kill you by playing Electro, so if we can stall, I think we have to. Now we do have Thorns, which is a little annoying, because it means that you're gonna slowly take damage and maybe kill yourself, but we gotta try. I'd love an Electro. Let's just say that. I mean, you're dead anyways. But we gotta try to stall for as long as we can. We currently have 49 block. We currently have 50 block. You're not doing 50 damage, so once again, I'm living. Electro will always kill you. I'm not interested. Can hologram back a go for the eyes or keep it in hand? I think we should hologram back. Be like just a recursion. I just kind of want it out. I want the hologram out of my hand. Still don't have a Echo Form, unfortunately. So here's the question. Do you stall for an Echo Form? Reptomancer will eventually die on her own accord. We could stall if we think we can get there. I think we can get there. We're 8 focus up. Lightning does 22 damage if we play in Electrodynamics. So I think we, this is a weird one. I think we fission. Because we gotta get cards out of our hand. We can get a Hello World out of our hand. We can get a Beam Cell out of our hand. Fission plus a Glacier and a Defend gives us enough block and we get good draw out of it. Goodbye, Defrag. But a Glacier, I mean, first of all, you can just do this. A Glacier, we have enough block. We don't want Lightning out there. A Meteor Strike's pretty tempting. And we're doing all of this just to try to get an Echo Form that allows us to play a doubled self-repair. How much damage is incoming? 60. I mean, we have enough block because we can bring back a Glacier easily enough and then play a buffer. So, guess what we're gonna do? If you said, are you gonna play a Glacier and then play a buffer? The answer is yes. And then honestly, get these Defends out of my hand. I need to have space to get Echo Form. Careful. Don't kill yourself. Storm. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Also, we gotta kill these guys now, so. How's it look? 10, 20, 30, 43 block. I hate to do it, we just gotta play it. We'll at least have 11 HP and Eternal Feather. The run is not over. The run is not over. Now, I actually kind of do like another rainbow. If we take rainbow, we don't have to upgrade it. We can just play it twice. Got a bit of an expensive deck. Maybe a cool-headed? I mean, I'm thinking about that last fight, and the fact that we got no frost until it was too late it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. $32 damage plus 2, 34 damage. I mean, the buffer saves us, but the Sunder almost gets us there. And then we can save buffer for like the next turn. That was a roller coaster of a fight. I tried so hard to get that heal. I don't know if we scale faster than this guy does. We really need that bias to get out like immediately. Like a defend and a strike just isn't worth that much value on the fight. A Sunder means we take 2? 32, 35, 36. We do 37 and we'll take 3 damage. So a Sunder is pretty good. But we won't have it next turn to be played, but maybe we can draw into some focus. That's basically a buffer. You know what's also basically a buffer? Buffer. So if we ever need it, we can play it. But on a turn like this, I actually feel like we might be okay just to play a turbo and get all of our other stuff out there and save the buffer for a turn when we actually are dying. So we definitely want this, we definitely want this. You're doing 30. I think we do want to strike you. I think we do want a turbo, we do want a capacitor. So just save like 2 energy. I don't even think we need a glacier, because I think you're gonna take an extra 9? 19. I think we do need to play the glacier. Because since he's weak, 9 damage doesn't reduce his damage output by 9, it probably reduces it by like 7. So a defend gives us 10 block, plus 9 damage, that's only 19, so he's gonna hit us for like another 4 or 5. A glacier gets us there. Even though it does get us there, it overkills him slightly for that turn, but we've still got the buffer. We also, oh my god, where is our freaking biased cognition? It's in the draw pile. We can hologram back. If we hologram back a Sunder, honestly that's probably enough, but we're not gonna get a lot of draw on the next turn, so we're gonna have to just like defend, which is not that great. But every turn we can save the buffer is a positive turn for us. You know, if we hologram back the turbo, we can get cards out of our hand. Like, we can get creative, a doom and gloom, a recursion. Yeah, I actually really like that turn. $28. I think we're gonna take a small hit. Because we have 22 plus 6, we have 28 and he has 28, but he's, you know, he's only gonna hit us for like 1 or 2. I think we'd play the creative just to dump it out of my hand and also maybe to get like a biased cognition. We freaking got one! Has to be played, has to be played. Now, do you play buffer or rainbow? Because a rainbow will do 17 damage and give us 28 block, and then also have another 24 damage out there, plus another 11 block. So Rainbow is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roughly 60 damage plus a little bit. So we can totally play this and be fine. I hope my math is right. We're gonna live because of the buffers. And this is why I take a creative AI. So buffer. I'm playing this to dump cards out of my hand. We don't even need to play the other buffer. Just draw, self-repair. Thank you. Thank you. That's the only thing I wanted. I just wanted the self-repair out there. Holy crap. Double energy. Yeah. I know we're adding cards, but like, it's been super important. It's been super rough. So I love this because it's a kill, and I actually kind of like, it's not a kill. It is a kill, barely. And I like the fact that we have blocks. I'm not gonna be discarding blocks anytime soon. But that's barely a kill, but it's a kill. You might as well get the orbs out there. Now, that's not that much damage. We can get around that. 18, 28 rather, sorry. I mean, defend, charge. It's 23 plus 4, which is 27, and they're doing 28 damage. I'd like to get the Electro out there, but we don't need to do it on this turn. We could save the turbos for a future turn and just get the loop out there. Take 1 damage. I think I'll take 1 damage. We gotta be very careful about when we choose to take damage, I think, on this run. Although getting the Electro out there is really good for working them down now, but we can just play it next turn. If we play Turbo Electro, we take 1 less damage. You know what? You might as well get it out there now then. You know you're gonna want it next turn. 33 damage. That sucks, it does. I think you do consume Cool-Headed. That's really nice. You can hologram something back. Could hologram back a Glacier? It's 15 block. How much damage is incoming? 16, 27 damage. 27 is what we have. 13 plus 16 block. It is enough. It is enough. I mean, Sunder is also a kill, and we already have enough block. We don't have the energy for it, but we can always just hologram Sunder, play Turbo, get a kill, and then there's only gonna be 2 enemies left. I think I'd rather have that than just play a Glacier and stall for the next turn. Because there's 5 energy. Get that Sunder back in hand. Kill you. You're not doing anything. We need you to die soon. End turn. Skim is kind of nice. So this also feels like a fight where if we play our cards correctly, we might be able to double up on a self-repair. I would love to get some healing back before we move up. You're already dead. We do need block, but we can get 14 block from a Doom dual cast. We can still also play a defense. Let's draw. Is this a good double energy turn? I'd rather have it for like this series of cards. Every fight is a struggle, but a struggle I'm succeeding at. Double energy? 8 energy? Do we need 8 energy? Honestly, filling out with lightning is kind of nice. You're doing 18 damage. I don't have enough block right now, but a biased rainbow does get, you know what? A recursion does kill you and you're not gonna do any damage anyways. So I think a recursion rainbow kills you rather. Actually, a recursion strike kills you. So you know what? Panacea. Fine. Biased. Recursion. Strike. Capacitor. Now we have a rainbow still. We're drawing 4 of our expensive cards. This is 30 damage exactly. I mean, this is almost enough block on its own. So we can probably just play the Glacier. But I think this is a good double energy turn because we have Creative, Glacier, and Rainbow in hand, and I would like to play them kind of all. I'd like to play all these cards. So I'm gonna double energy. That's fine. Creative, Glacier, Rainbow. We got enough. You're gonna come back to life. I'm okay, by the way, with enemies coming back to life. Drawing the void like that still costs you the energy? Yo, that's dangerous. I thought I would be so clever with the scrapes. I was gonna say, I like being able to discard the voids. Nope. Loop. At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Evoke for 15. If I evoke the lightning orb, it will kill you and ruin my whole plan. We have to play a leap. I need to get to only frost in order to stall as long as possible. You're not doing anything anyways, so I'm just gonna play the strike to dump it out of my hand. We can play Glacier on this turn because he's not gonna die, the one on the left. Actually, he will die. Why are we getting this? Start of your next turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. I might not be able to play like any more frost. Because I really don't want to evoke this. What we need is like a fission, weirdly enough. I need you to come back with more than 25 life. We're gonna ice you. And then we're gonna play nothing. I know it's very strange. I need you to come back with more than 25 life. He did. And he's not attacking either. Please Glacier, and please get rid of this lightning orb that is gonna screw my run. Beautiful, beautiful. He lives. Now. Don't dual cast the Dark Orb. Again, we're trying our damnedest. Oh, lost the energy, that's fine. We're trying our damnedest to just stall for an Echo form. Yeah, don't play dual cast on this one. You could play Recursion, but I really want to get this out of the way. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Why don't we play Turbo? Try to get through the deck a little faster. I like a cool-headed there. And you know what? I'm gonna play Turbo again because I've done this slightly incorrectly. We gotta cleanse our hands so we can fit 2 powers per turn now. It's like one of these days it will work. You just gotta wait long enough. Anyways, how's everyone's evening today? Everyone having a good evening? A nice, enjoyable Saturday? This is the minest maxiest I've ever seen Abe play. He's invested. It's not that, well, yes, I'm invested, but it's because it will work. Like, these guys, they gain 2 strength every like 4 turns. We can outscale them and wait for the Echo form to get 1 extra energy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a plan that will actually succeed as opposed to most of my other plans. By the way, boom, self-repair, it's been done. Now I can kill you, so like, you know what they say, meat's back on the menu, boys. Although really it's like weird dark slimes. Dark slimes are back on the menu, boys. Are you dead yet? Now you're dead. All right, well, we healed for 20. We're at 36 HP, it worked. Hologram turbo aggregate. I think another hologram is perfectly fine because bringing back a turbo is a viable play. I don't think it matters what order you do this in, but if we do it like this, maybe we can get a better relic out of the question mark. Now that's min-maxing, understanding like, not even fundamental game mechanics, very hidden underlayer game mechanics like that. So I gotta be honest with you, I think we get rid of Sunder and we just try to get as many frost orbs out as possible as quickly as possible. I'll admit that a charge battery is tempting for the energy, but we have a turbo in hand. Okay, well now we have holograms and turbo in hand, which is actually pretty good. Oh, hey, there's my glacier, so I guess we'll play it. We're gonna be vulnerable next turn, but we can put up a lot of block. So I think I'm actually gonna just let you do your thing. Keep the strike to flip you in case you try to curse me. We wanna save Panacea for biased. What the hell kind of turn is this? I'll admit it, this is a weird turn. Dun 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 dun. I gotta think about this. Did I meet myself in the middle of talking? I said, I gotta think about this. I was gonna take a drink of coffee. I don't know what to do. It's kind of hard to get up to 24 block without just bringing back the holograms, but without the focus, I kind of don't want to bring back the holograms and evoke them. So we could hit you with the Doom and Gloom, but it could cause you to flip. We could play creative and get the powers going, but we kind of have a full hand. Panacea could be wasted if he makes us vulnerable and weak. We would rather hit Bias Cognition with that, so what the heck do you play on this turn? I don't know. But I think we will Rainbow. Now this is very tempting. In fact, that's an energy refund. We get a beam cell. Not what I was hoping for. We currently don't have enough block. A defend gets us there. Should we hit you and try to flip you a little bit? You know, it got 3 cards out of my hand. So, yeah, I think we just defend. We know we take no damage. With Turbo and Holograms, we can bring back Glacier whenever we want it. And then if we get a bias, we can play Panacea. And actually, I like Capacitor Rainbow Glacier because we can fill out our orbs now. So, and then we can get a Consume out as well. This is a good turn. Yes, yes. Go ahead. Exhaust. No, bring this one back. Bring back a Glacier. Turbo, Glacier. Now we have enough block and we've got the Frost out there. Okay, 24 damage. You know what I'm thinking? You're not gonna like what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, yeah, that card. Panacea. Biased. Now, if he debuffs us, we lose the other artifact. Whatever, we got one good bias out of this. We're taking no damage. You know what? Give me the creative. Let's go all in. Anytime you get a defrag, you're happy. Now this is a debuff. I could hit you to try to stop that debuff. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna do a bit of an emergency play. I'm gonna make sure that, oh, that's so good! I'm gonna make sure that we can have 1 extra energy to play whatever we want after this. 13 times 3. Honestly, it's only 39 damage. A defend gets us there. So we'll defend. You're gonna take 9 damage hitting me. We could also turbo on this turn, but we don't need to. Electrodynamics. Not what I'm looking for. Again, I don't really want to kill you if possible, so I would love to actually get rid of the lightning. So I like a defrag, I like a glacier. I mean, defrag glacier gets us enough block on its own. So defrag, glacier. I think I'll just play the... We don't have a lot of blocks coming up. I like to get cards out of my hand. That's fine, that's fine. And honestly, like, end turn. All I'm looking for, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1 Echo Form. If we get 1 Echo Form, we can double up on the self-repair. If we don't get Echo Form, we're just gonna have to kill you, because I don't want the curse. The lightning's gonna kill you. You know, things are not looking good for you, my friend. Your days are numbered, pal. We're gonna lose our artifact, but that's fine. We just got another buffer out of this, which is not what we wanted. I want to evoke this orb too, but we're not quite getting there. If I play the loop, you're gonna die on the next turn. So can I keep you alive and take no damage? 8, 9. I can take 1 damage if I do this, but it'll actually hit the buffer. I could just play buffer. Yeah, I could just play buffer. Pretty sure we're gonna take a hit, but I'm gonna accept that. You know, actually, I think that there's literally no way to stop you from killing yourself, but I don't know, maybe you'll gain armor somehow. No, all right, well, it was worth an effort. We're at 46, which is pretty good. I don't think we need another hologram or turbo, even though they are good cards. I think what we have is probably good enough. These guys are easy, so we can, especially the spikers, we can stall them almost forever. We can definitely stall the Guardian forever. I don't really want to hit you with spikes though. I like a capacitor, I like a consume, I like a rainbow, but we don't have the energy for it. But let's see what we draw. Bias cognition's too early. Hologram's not bringing back enough. So we're gonna take a small hit. It's really not that big of a hit though. That's a good draw. We're gonna take 5. You're gonna make me frail. This is a good double energy turn, honestly. If we hologram back a Sunder, we can kill the spiker on the left, but we don't have the block to do that. We could bring back a consume in order to play a capacitor, which I kind of like. I'm gonna play double energy on this turn. Actually, heat sinks is really good too. Heat sinks, capacitor, drew a glacier, perfect. What was it gonna hologram back? A loop, a consume. Consume seems good. We're taking no damage. Get that creative going. Just smack ya. We're just gonna... Any fight, I think, we're gonna try to stall out for the healing, because I think that's gonna be very important. So we have 2 biases, but we really just need the Panacea. Now, unfortunately, you're kind of trying to hit me hard. I could kill ya, and I could kill you pretty easily. I think it might be worth killing you, but let's see what we get first. We're gonna play this. We're gonna play this. No Panacea is very unfortunate. We need to put up 40 block. We might be able to get there. Glacier is 21, 35. I mean, we can get there. We're kind of already there. Probably didn't even need to play the turbo, but like a Glacier. Right, it hits you, not you. We should have hit him with a strike. A defend. We're already there. Hold on, we have 21, 45. I think if I charge battery, smelt you, I can kill you. I don't mind going infinite on the Guardian, trying to farm out a heal. We're gonna get another heal on the camp anyways. So I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna kill the spikers manually. I'm gonna take 2 damage. I didn't run the math properly. But I'm gonna kill the spikers manually, and then I'm gonna kill the Guardian with trying to farm out a doubled self-repair. Dun 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 dun. Static. Don't really want it. I think a recursion hologram is okay here. Really, I just want the Glacier back. So honestly, just bring back the Glacier. Turbo, recursion, strike, you're dead. Play this because it's a power, get it out of my hand. We're gonna get a little bit full of powers, but at least we can get the biased cognitions out there once we draw Panacea, and we'll take no damage for the rest of combat very easily. Again, we're just kind of stalling at this point. At some point, we might get too many electrodynamics in hand, but I'm just hopeful that we'll be able to pick up a, there we go, finally. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to pick up a Echo Form by then. So I mean, we can sit here forever, basically. Killing the spiker is gonna take a while, admittedly. But the Guardian, he puts up block every turn, basically, so he's an enemy, weirdly enough, that we can just stall for. He's never gonna kill himself on our spikes. Hello world, not what I'm looking for. Hello my honey, hello my darling, hello my world. Let's, Glacier, hologram, and then we don't have the energy for Doom and Gloom. Fantastic, whatever. Dual cast. I mean, if I dual cast, oh, okay, now the Dark Orb is probably gonna kill you if I dual cast it, but maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, we definitely don't want to dual cast that freaking Dark Orb. Our hand is full though, so we got to do something. I don't know, just like bring this back. That'll kill the spiker on the next turn. And if the spiker dies and I lose the Dark Orb, I can play more cards. More electrodynamics. It's not what I want! Echo Form, please! Well, a capacitor is at least good. Six, 7, 8, 9. I can draw 1 card, which is not Echo Form, unfortunately. No, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thunk thunk. Storm, not what I'm looking for. So you know what? We just dump whatever card we can get out of our hand. Dump this, dump the turbo, end turn. We could dump Melter, because he won't die if he hits us. We'll wait for next turn when he's gonna put up the armor. Hello world. The true way of playing Slay the Spire, stalling for 1,000,000 years to try to get an extra 10 heal. Hey, I'll do what I can, man. I'll do what I freaking can. Defrag. Turbo. You can get an Echo Form, I know it. It exists in this game somewhere. Hello world. I don't want my hand to be filled up with garbage. At some point though, we're gonna have to play another power. Actually, our hand is legitimately completely filled at this point, so we have to play something. If we play a Hello World, it's gonna add garbage to our hand. I don't know if it's gonna happen before or after the Echo Form. At least Storm gets out of our hand for 1 turn, and we might be able to play a Lightning, but the Lightning might kill you anyways. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I can't. You know what I need? I need a hologram in hand, and then you just end turn. And then if you end turn enough, the Echo Form will go into the discard pile, and then you can draw it. So actually now, this is a funny one, but what I want to do is draw a hologram to get that Echo Form back. So now I'm like, okay. Okay, question. If I do it like this, what goes in my hand? A power or a Hello World? A power. That was a hologram, by the way, damn it. Heat sinks, okay. I mean, I can play these, no problem, just wait. We either need an Echo Form or a hologram. Hey, let's go! Pog. Hologram. Echo Form. Doubled self-repair. Yeah, what? We have a, like, 50 card deck right now. Abe suddenly finds the darkest dungeon anti-stall mechanic buried in the code. Oh my god. Anyways, fun fight. I'm gonna kill you. So that's proof right there. We can stall as long as we want on certain fights. I'll admit to a Storm being tempting to get more damage out there, but really we're just looking for the focus generation early. I couldn't care less about the Lightning itself. We're at full HP. We're gonna recall the key, because we need to, and we're gonna fight Timekeeper, Time Eater, whatever your time is. What's your time? What time do you got? I'll admit, these cards all suck. We're gonna draw a new hand. Bias Cognition is what we want, but we need to get Artifact. You know, no we don't. If we want, we could play Ancient Potion if we think this is not a good enough opening hand. Next fight is either gonna be Awakened One or Donu Deck Up. I think we should pop the Artifact Potion right now, because we have a biased. Glacier means we'll essentially take no damage. 18 damage. You know what? We could stall and just play a Glacier Defend, and we will take 1 damage. Actually, we'll take 0. So maybe if we don't need to play biased, let's stall. But if ever we need to play the biased, we can. We have an Ancient Potion. So here, I think we just hologram back either a Glacier or go for the eyes. Tough choice. Glacier only gives us 2 block, but the go for the eyes will make you weak. For the future turn. And we're not really even taking much damage right now, so. 4 cards next turn. Yeah, we'll do it like this. We'll take 2 damage. It's a calculated play, because we could pop the artifact potion, or we could try to stall to draw into Panacea. Either way is what it is. We have 4 cards. Hologram, Glacier. It's 15 block, plus 3, 18 block, plus a dual cast for 10, that's 28 block. We'll take no damage. Hologram, Glacier, Glacier, Ball Lightning. We're gonna take damage right now, now we won't. So again, it's a calculated gamble. This to me feels like a turn where we're gonna play a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna play double energy to get it out. I kinda like that. That's fine. If we don't get what we need fast enough, we'll pop the artifact potion. We need to make sure that we can outscale this guy, and we're kinda not there yet. All Capacitor, Panacea are at the bottom of the deck, as expected. Are we gonna play 5 cards? We can. Should we? We probably should. We can actually get a lot of block on this turn. Glacier, Defend, Leap, Steam Barrier, and then like a strike. Yeah, I think we play 5 cards. We might take the smallest hit of damage. I think calculated bits of damage is okay to be taking. We take 5. Now we have a Panacea and a Bias Cognition. Now I think we do want that. 18 block or 29 block. I think we are going to Turbo, Creative, Rainbow, Strike. Capacitor is gonna be drawn next turn, finally. Yeah, this is totally fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And just give me a charge battery. So as long as we get capacitors, defrags, you know, we can outscale him. Echo Form, I think it is worth it, because if you get a capacitor or a defrag, you can double it now. I think we're gonna easily win against the Time Eater right now. I'll admit that a doubled buffer is pretty good as well. I think we should just play this. Although getting back to go for the Iser Glacier is good, but we can still play it with Hologram. I know it's a little slow, but like, it'll get the job done. You get a Dark Orb to the front and dual cast it, you know, there's solutions. I didn't really mean to play that twice. That's my bad. We get 3 cards next turn. Doubling up on a Glacier gets us where we need to go. I'm okay with this. And it'll do 123 damage. I mean, if we can get a Dark Orb to the, actually, you know what? We could play nothing and take no damage. And we can double up on a loop. So now this thing is gonna do like 250 damage. 188. That's a pretty good dual cast if we could get one. I mean, what about a doubled Glacier and then an Electro? Next turn we could double up on a Thunder Strike, which will probably kill you. We might want to consider doubling up on a Self-Repair, admittedly, but we only need to play it once right now. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, a doubled Glacier gets us 7 plus 18, which is 25 block times 2, which is 50 block. Along with this, which is enough, you're gonna have 188. Yeah, I mean, I think we do just double up on a Glacier. Then play an Electro, play Self-Repair, and then next turn I think a doubled Thunderstrike kills him. 7 times 6 times 2. Dude, Dark Orbs are so good on the defect. Now it's either gonna be Awakened One or Donu and Dekka. We have Electro, so Donu and Dekka are fine. Awakened One, we wanna play Powers, so we might prefer Donu. These are pretty good opening plays. We're gonna keep these cards. Honestly, this is not bad. We do not get debuffed on Donu Dekka. This is just adding dazes, I think. So, you know, Consume Glacier is a totally fine play right now. But if you don't have to play Panacea, don't play Panacea. Just play Consume, play Glacier. Except you're gonna take a little bit of damage. I mean, we have no way around that damage. We don't really have a way around this damage either. But I like a loop, I like a recursion, I like a leap, I like a creative. We need these cards to get out there. If we play Electra, we'll get more block, but I kind of want the block every turn until we can actually outscale these guys. We could play a Potion of Capacity. You know what? It's the best of both worlds, but I still would like the creative, because if it gives us a bias cognition, we can play Panacea. We can still play Panacea, but you know what I mean. I think we do play the Potion of Capacity here. I want to make sure we get to the shop on the next floor, because then we can play Electro. But we're gonna start like this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Nine block? No, play the Electro. Okay, so we're gonna start the damage now. We take 15 damage. We get a Storm, we have a Rainbow, and a Hologram. Hologram into a Glacier is good. I actually think Consume might be better because we did take the Potion of Capacity. So kind of like a Storm, Hologram, Consume. That's our entire energy. We could play Defends, we could play a Rainbow. We need Glacier. Storm Hologram, Rainbow Storm Hologram, Glacier. I think Storm Hologram, Glacier. We should play this. They're not doing anything. Storm, Hologram. I'm gonna bring back the Glacier. White Noise is tempting, but we can wait on that till next turn. We overblocked by 9, but that's okay. They're scaling. I know they're scaling. I know. Hologram. Probably even a Hologram Turbo right now. We need the energy. I'll take a free creative. A free loop is also good for the Frost at the front. And then, honestly, dump my hand. That's a pretty good turn. Take no damage. We get another creative out there giving us powers, like Buffer. Buffer's a good one. Buffer's a very good one. It'll also cause one Frost to be evoked, which means Buffer will hit the second one, which is good enough. We also do need to play a Rainbow at some point. Charge battery. Just seeing if we can actually get ahead of the Buffer. I don't know if we can. Seven, 15 plus 8. 15 plus 8, 23 block right now. If we machine Buffer charge, we'll have 30 block, and we'll take 6. But we do get a lot of lightning. Oh, you know what? The Buffer will block one of the hits if we do that. It'll block it for 6, but we'll get extra energy next turn, I guess. Our hand is gonna get too full of powers. We do need to play them. I think if we're gonna play the Buffer, let's play like a Ball Lightning. Get even more damage out there. I mean, they're a third dead each. They're scaling. But hopefully we're gonna scale too at some point. We can't get over him, but we can at least buffer and only take 21 damage. We could Tempest and then do an extra 40. Yeah, we're just not scaling as much as I would like here. Which is a bit unfortunate. We might end up perishing because we're gonna take 21 and we're gonna have another 42 damage turn next turn. We got a defrag at least, but we have no frost out there. We lost all of our frost and now we have no holograms to bring it back. So I think we're gonna probably die due to the 2 creatives. Our hands just getting too full. Hands too full, man. Can't do anything. Whoa! Pog force field. I think we defrag. Charge battery force field. That's a pretty good draw on that force field. I'm saving Tempest for like a 1-turn KO. It's 18 HP. 48 damage, oh my god. I don't know if we can survive, I really don't. I can get a lot of lightning out there, but I don't think it's enough to actually keep us alive in this situation. So we're gonna try. We can draw a lot. We need like double energy turbo glacier to play everything in our hand right now though. If we Tempest, it's 5. So we'll do, oh, you're actually gonna be the target of the dark orb, so I need to hit you first, then Tempest for 4. So hold on, this will do 9, you'll be at 85. Tempest for 4 means we'll get 8 block. Do 15 damage, do 11, and then do another 24. Not even close. What am I looking for? Cheaper cards. We need to free up some hand space. Finally. I just don't know if that's enough. It's a little late. Tempest right now will do 15 plus another 44, which is exactly 59 damage. Hold on, Tempest will do 15 to you, and then another 44 damage, which means that we are going to do 59 damage off of 1 Tempest. Why is it saying it's gonna evoke this orb? I don't know why it says it's gonna evoke this orb. It doesn't. Maybe it just says 16 so that you know that that's the evocation damage of it. But we're not gonna evoke any of the lightning. We're just gonna play Tempest, 15. Drops you down to 44, you take 44 damage. How stupid is that? Well, might as well heal. It's the never-ending run. All right, so note to self, don't play 2 creative AIs. Add a recycle if you can to this deck. Hey, full health. Do we upgrade anything? I gotta be honest, anything involving energy seems pretty useful right about now, like a turbo, consume. But I think I'm actually just gonna dig again. Hope for something good. Bottle Tornado is actually really nice. What power do we want in hand? I gotta admit, bias cognition means we only have to draw Panacea. So if we draw 1, we draw both. Creative AI is also tempting, but we can pretty much wait on that. I actually feel like getting that bias cognition early means we can get to the Panacea faster. I really like this. So we overhealed. And Oh my god, we have innate artifact now. So the innate, the innate bias cognition is playable. What? What is happening? Also, yeah, I did see bird-faced urn. Let's be honest, we don't need it. So, I mean, this is kind of incredible. But there's your focus up. I think if we're gonna take damage, we should just take 3 to get even more focus up. Now we still have to get good draw on this turn because we're gonna be hit for a massive amount of damage, but we do have a potion that we can use if we need to. And we have a hologram so we can bring stuff back. I'm gonna use the potion. Pardon me. Equilibrium is free and it's the most block. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, I think we just play it again. And that's a pretty good amount of block. We're taking 11. I'm happy with that. Now, you're hitting me again, which is kind of crazy, but we have another hologram, so we can hologram back the hologram even. This is not gonna be as good of a turn though, because, I mean, we're gonna take a lot of damage. What can I say? We might try to stall into the self-repair if we can. So what's the problem with this combat? The problem with this combat is we got none of our draw, none of our frost, none of our glaciers, cool-headed, rainbow. Okay, admittedly we don't have that much frost in the deck, but like still would have been nice to have. So let's see what we can do. That's okay. We do need to turn around. I'm just looking to see what we can do with the hologram. I mean, the best block is the equilibrium. And then we can turn around. So we're still gonna get hit like a freaking truck. Oh hey, Glacier. They're not really hitting me very hard at all here, so we can probably take our time. If we double energy, we can play everything in hand, which I kind of like in order to fill out our orb slots, but we don't need to play another Glacier. I'd rather just play like a Glacier Capacitor, but I think we do need to evoke something as well. So we might just play 2 Glaciers. Which means next turn is gonna suck, but we'll have a lot of frost out there. All right. This one's gonna hit you. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, no, there is something I can do about it. I can save the Glacier and play it next turn. Sure. It also gives us 10 block on top of the focus, or rather the frost, so it's not bad. We do need to turn around. Hope we can turn around. If I can kill you, we'll turn around. Lightning right now will do 7. Eight damage per hit. So if we can get 6 lightning, that's enough. We can get 6 lightning and then turn around. We should play this. This is free. We'll gain strength and dex out of it. We don't need strength and dex on this turn though. How much block can we get? Defend and a Glacier gives us another 24 plus 8, 32. 32 block on top of 21 is 50, 53 block. Currently you're doing 70 something odd damage. We really do need to turn around. So an Electro and a Tempest I think does turn us around. And we will get 30 block. By turning around, you're gonna do 50% less damage, which means you're gonna be doing 12 times 4, which is 48, and we currently have 10 block. I'm just wondering if we can actually play Glacier too. Like Electro, will an Electro Glacier Tempest be enough? Yeah, because the Dark Orb is also going to be evoked. So Electro, Glacier will do 18 damage. You will have 29? Hold on. Math. You'll have 23 HP. The lightning is going to do 8 each, and we'll get an extra 2 lightning. Yeah, okay, so Electro, Glacier, Tempest. In fact, 1 Tempest is enough. But we can hold on to the loop and play it next turn, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have enough block. You're gonna hit us for a long time. I know. This is kind of what you're gonna do. It's what you do. We're gonna bring back a Glacier. I'm not gonna play White This is fine. I'm not gonna play White Noise because I actually do want to, maybe get the Echo Form out, but we'll see what happens. You have 16 HP. That's not as much as I would like, but we'll live with it. You do scale yourself, so we gotta make sure we outscale you. 7, 7, 7, 7, we need to put up extra block. So we're just gonna block. I'm not even running the math, I really should be. We had a buffer. There is no way that I'm gonna be able, unfortunately, to get a Echo Form out unless this is Echo Form. It's a biased cognition, which is still fun, but there's no way that we can get an Echo Form in order to hit self-repair twice, so we're probably just gonna have to play it once, because you don't put up shield on yourself. It would be better if the other guy was the one who was gonna live, but the Dark Orb was hitting him and we had to go for him first. But we can get to 45 HP for the next fight, which is fine. And with the Artifact Potion, we can avoid vulnerability, which is also fine. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna play the self-repair. We don't even have creative AI out there, so. We'll be at 45 HP. Pair, we're gonna be at 55 HP. I gotta admit, these holograms are really clutch. I'm gonna add another one. I know we have a thicker deck than maybe you would like, but so be it. We gotta get through the deck faster. Honestly, this is pretty good. We're gonna play Biased. And we're gonna pop the Artifact Potion. And we're gonna pop probably both Glacier and Cool-Headed. We can hologram back a Glacier on the next turn if we want. So let's take no damage if possible. Give me more draw. Give me the Biased. Block. Keep this, keep this, keep this, keep this. We really do need that creative AI out there faster though. Like, we need the defrags and capacitors that we would get from it. I mean, this is a nasty fight, a nasty turn, but we have Glaciers and Holograms. We can get around it with Turbo as well. So we're going to Glacier. Weaken. We only need to hit 33 block. I do want to play Loop. I mean, we have 21 plus 19, which is 40 already. So we don't need to play any of this. Let's just play the Melter. Got a Heat Sinks. Heat Sinks is pretty good for draw, but we seem to have more than enough draw, don't we? Gotta be honest, I actually kind of just like this into this. Multicast. I mean, if we have nothing else to do, that's okay. We gotta draw more. We gotta get cards out of our hand. We gotta go. But this is why I took Thorns as well. If we can't get where we need to go, at least we have Thorns. trying to get cards out of hand. I think we can hologram back a Glacier, because we know we're gonna want one eventually. I like the Core Surge, but we have nothing to block with it, really. 47 damage. There's creative. We need to play it. I mean, if you turbo creative multicast, that's probably enough block. We would go to, we would have 5 energy, and then we would get 50 block out of the frost. To like completely block this turn, I actually really like this. I also like that it gets the dark at the front, that we can maybe dual cast it and do some damage. So you're doing 4 times 15. That's a lot, that's a lot. We're probably gonna bring back a turbo, if I had to guess, on this turn. You're hitting for 60, which is kind of annoying. Also, just toss this, it doesn't matter. Although we could bring back weakness now. We would have to play both holograms for it. It would be like a dual cast Glacier, hologram, weakness. Might not be the worst idea in the world, but it'll only save us 1 turn. Because it's not going to apply thanks to the that there. I'd rather hit you with the beam cell first. So if we're gonna block, I do think you dual cast. Take 2 damage. Then Glacier. Then hologram the good Glacier. Then hologram maybe like the good turbo. That way we can still get like a static discharge out. We're gonna save that. And even if we get hit, we're gonna get more block out of it. Yeah, it's totally fine. We have too much artifact in hand, clearly. I think you do double energy though. We gotta dump cards. This seems like a good turn for it. Could be a good turn to bring something back as well. Like even a multicast, just to hit the frost a lot. Or even just a Tempest, just to give you a whole bunch of block, you know? Well, it would do a lot of damage. 8 lightning, doing 13 each. I mean, that's like a 100 damage turn. We need more blocks though. We're gonna need energy in the future turn. We only have 1 hologram. We're not getting a second hologram. We gotta get to capacitor consume, I think, and then bring back like a Glacier. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Now we can bring back Go for the Eyes in theory, which might be worth a little bit more. Because we got cool-headed, I'm gonna play Electro. We got a turbo back as well. I think I'm gonna dump a strike out of my hand. You're half dead, but you are 4 strength up. It's gonna get harder as we go. Dude, oh my god, I like this. We're gonna take some hits. It's gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt, but now we can bring back a Glacier, and look at this freaking Glacier, it's so good. And I think we definitely just pop a couple of defends. Let's pop the leap. We're gonna take damage. We're gonna take 30, but we are also gonna evoke an orb, which saves us the rest of the damage. Yo, that's a pretty good static discharge. And we got another bias cognition too, which is pretty freaking good if you ask me. Now, we have enough block. Yes. 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 We got a lot of block. He's gonna go to 6 strength, then 16, I think. So even if we don't kill him within the next 2 turns, we're still good. For the most part. We just need to be a little bit careful about things. The lightning is doing a lot of damage now. We do want this. I think we just want to dump a slime and, like, if anything, just recursion, just so we can get the orb at the back, I think. Although playing this on the next turn is probably worth more, so just get the strike out. Our hand's getting full, but I mean, I think we're not past the hump yet, but we're getting there. Because you are doing 120 damage. We have 80 block already. Tempest isn't that much block. Recursion gets us to 100 block. Should defrag first. And you know what, because we do turbo, let's see what this is. Hello world, not that good. I like a recursion. Need to do more damage. We can't really play a consume. Do you turbo to play these? I think you do. And this is free, so just get it out. We're not dead. We're not really taking that much at all, anyways. Took a bit, but he's at 115. We're working him down. He's working me down, I'm working him down. Seems like a good consume. Probably a defend. You're taking 100 damage. Yo, I think you're dead. I think we're gonna win. This might legitimately be the longest run of Slay the Spire I've ever played. It might legitimately be the longest run I've ever played. I've never done this much stalling before, I think. But here's the unfortunate truth. If I didn't stall, we would be dead. We would not have won had I not tried to stall an infinite number of turns for like the double healing. Holy crap. I am so incredibly surprised that that ended up working, but that just goes to show you, I think, both the power and the detriment of Runic Pyramid. It was a 2-hour long run. Sometimes our hand was getting too full of powers, but 1 creative is enough. Not 2. 2 is too many. 1's fine. But hologram and turbos, just bringing back glaciers over and over again, kind of helped artificially thin out the deck. But once, the problem that I noticed was we never shuffled. Once we hit the end of our deck, our hand was full, and it was staying full, so we could not draw through our deck. But being able to at least get the glaciers in our hands to fill out our orb slots and keep us alive until, you know, creative AI was giving us powers worked. Once we played all of our powers, things were okay. You know, once we played our bias cognitions, things were okay. We got 3 bias cognitions out on the final fight, by the way, against the heart, which is pretty freaking good. But my God, that was a long run, scary, and really, it was really easy up until I'm looking for it. Up until the Reptomancer. Took a lot of damage, and then we healed. 11 HP, 16, 36, 46, 59, 78. And we needed it because Nonudeka almost killed us. We went down to 28 HP. But, my God, we freaking did it. We did it! And even the Shield and Spear wasn't that amazing, but we made it work. I think that in a run like this, Dead Branch was pretty bad because of the fact that cards were sticking in our hand. Dead Branch and Creative were both kind of terrible. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we made it work. Holy crap. I'm proud of that run though. There were a lot of turns when it looked like we were dead. And we lived at like 1 HP at some point, didn't we? Was it the Reptomancer fight? Yeah, we lived at 1 HP and then we healed up to 11. My God. What a fun run though. I had a lot of fun with that one. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on support the channel at any of the links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.